Welcome to Local SEO in 10. This is your go-to podcast for answers about how you can grow your local business online easily and quickly. Brought to you by local SEO experts Magnified Media in Walnut Creek, California. In each 10-minute episode, our digital marketing expert Adam Duran answers your questions on how you can get more leads for your business fast. Remember, if you're not taking care of this part of your business right now, you can bet your competitors are. And now, here's our host with the questions, Jamie Duran, and our expert with the answers, Adam Duran.
Hello, Adam.
Hey, Jamie.
All right. We're back for another episode.
Yay!
Local SEO in 10. I almost said the other one. But we do.
We're back. Yes.
We're back.
We're doing another episode of Local SEO in 10. Actually, it's only been 5 days or 6 days. Hope you didn't miss us too badly.
That's essentially a week. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you. Today, we're going to talk about real estate SEO. If you're an agent or an agency, this is something you should definitely be interested in. So if you are one of those, then thank you for listening.
I am always stunned, actually, how much real estate agents really don't pay any attention. Maybe they just don't feel it works. I don't know, but hopefully you'll get to that.
I'm stunned as well because in every market that I see, there are usually 3 to 7 or so in the Northern California area anyway, that are agents that are dominating, right? There's usually 3 or 4 who have 50 or 75 reviews, and then the majority of all the other ones, 1 review, no review, 0. It's mind-boggling that the examples of real estate agents who are out there killing it, they're so out there, right? They obviously know the power of this, and they're obviously on top of it. Those ones, if you are one of those, good for you. Because in this podcast, we're going to talk about some stuff that probably you aren't doing, but even if you're down under those people, this is the way to outrank them. So it is a process. It's not going to be an instant light switch. You will have to work on this, but obviously those top 3 in your area, they're killing it, and they're killing it for a reason. And the reason is, Jamie, do you know why?
Well, because people want to deal with people who have a reputation, or somebody has used them before.
Yeah.
And they had a good experience. And
right.
This is your biggest investment. I really don't understand. Anyway.
It's weird where people think that, they're all the same. They're not. And this is one way that the good ones anyway can definitely distance themselves from the others. And that means paying attention to their online reputation, paying attention to their website, paying attention to how visible their business is. And that's what you are when you're an agent. You are an individual business. So doing things correctly and doing them like we'll go through I'll give 4 things that you guys should be doing. Doing them correctly will help you gain visibility. And then the credibility, where does that come from, Jamie? Where do you think?
Consistent success.
And reviews. So the review part, we're going to have to, that we've done podcasts on how you can get reviews for your own business. Go back and listen to those, but definitely part of this equation is getting reviews. If you don't have any reviews, a lot of this really is not going to work so well. So you want to have reviews from past clients. Anyone who knows you in a business setting should definitely be writing you a review. Okay. So first thing, do you have a website, Jamie? Not you, but you as in the real estate agent who's listening. Do you have a website? What do you think?
100%, because if you're with a brokerage, they make one for you.
Yes. Now, time to ditch that one and make your own, because I guarantee that one is terrible. The kind of the motivation for making that for you is great, but it always falls down as bad. So you want a website that you control 100%, because that's what that's what will help you build your organic authority. Remember, now you are a business, you're a brand, so you have to act like it. You cannot be part of someone else's website. So you can have a link to your website on that site, like a learn more about Donna and her real estate agent, Donna, and have a link to your website. On that website, definitely, obviously, you want to have all the things that we talk about, mobile ready. You want to have great pictures, great text. You want to have information about every area that you serve, every neighborhood that you serve. Part of your content creation strategy should be to write things that someone looking for a house in that area will be interested in knowing. Things about the local schools, about the parks, about senior services that are available. Anything that's in those neighborhoods, you want to make an article about that area, and specifically about those schools, how they compare, all the information you can find on that. Of course, this takes time. So go out there and get a VA. They can help you. Go to, we have a podcast from one of our very first ones about how you can get a VA for very cheaply, and they will help you. You need this because it is going to be a lot of work to create. Okay?
When you say VA, you mean Veterans Administration, right? No.
No.
Virtual assistant.
Correct. Yes. If you've maybe think about if you've heard about the book 4-Hour Work Week, Tim Ferriss, I think, talked about VAs like in 2002 or 2003. This is a very common practice. Don't get too crazy. You don't get overwhelmed with, oh my God, what's it? Anyone who hires a VA, you know what they say, Jamie?
Why didn't I do it sooner?
Pretty much, yeah. They are awesome, and it's just, it'll make your life easier. So hire a VA and then start on and then get them going on this stuff. Next, once you have a website, you need to have a Google business profile. Google business profile is that Google listing with photos of you as your brand and photos of your agency. Make sure that you have the category as a real estate agent, not a real estate agency. I see that so often, it's mind-boggling. But agent, you are an agent. So this is for agent. If you're an agency, you should have an agency as your category, and every agent should have their own listing within your agency. Okay, those are practitioner listings, and Google is fine with those. You can use your business address. That's fine too. Okay?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right. And make sure all that stuff's filled out. We've talked about that tons of times. Make sure that you are adding content to that regularly. You know, any kind of articles that you're putting up on your website, also make a Google post about them, share them there, that kind of stuff. All right. Next, directories. So make sure you have a Yelp page. Create a LinkedIn page for yourself if you don't have one already. A Facebook business page because you're a business. All of these places Google expects a business to have, so you should have them. Instagram, same thing. If you want to have a YouTube channel or have YouTube content, definitely do that. All of these things, like I said, you should have. If you are a female agent, you should definitely have a Pinterest page. Why, Jamie?
Yeah, Adam, that sounds very sexist.
Apparently, Pinterest is very popular among the ladies. Very, very popular, like 70% or some crazy statistic like that of women use Pinterest regularly. So,
well, I find that objectionable.
Why? Who cares? That's fine. So you should definitely if you're an agent, you should have a Pinterest page for your business, not for your personal, but your business one. So these are all places, these directories, they all have links back to your website on them. So that helps. Another directory could be your local chamber. Now, I know you just joined it, so make sure that you have your link to your website on there, not ABC agency, but Donna real estate agent to the stars.com. You have to have, that's a great place to get a link. So we always recommend that. Same if you're in any local networking organizations, you want your link on there as well. Okay.
Definitely. Yeah.
All right.
I feel like this could be like not just one podcast, but this could be like 30 podcasts. So
well, it is a big job. So you can either do this yourself or you can hire somebody. But in my experience, most agents, they want to do it themselves, which is fine. So that's why we do the podcast. So that's good. Last one, Jamie. Ready?
Ready.
Local service ads. Boom. There you go. So local service ads are that Google guaranteed that you only pay for qualified leads. Go through the process of verifying yourself, going through the verification process. Just look up local service ads. Go through that process. You'll have to put in your licensing information and a whole bunch of other stuff. Go through the process. Once you have done that, you only pay for leads that Google records, all those calls that are coming in. And if it decides, hey, this was a qualified lead, they will charge you for it. That's very different than other forms of advertising where you just pay for people seeing your ad. So these are pretty much the closest we can get to a qualified lead ad that we have. So you can also dispute those calls if it wasn't a true lead, and many times Google will remove it. But part of that, those Google local service ads, is you need to have reviews. So you want 10, 15, 20, 25, as many reviews as you possibly can. So those reviews come from your Google business profile. So if you don't have one of those, then you can't do these. You're not ready yet. So that's why this is the last thing you want to have in place. You won't pay for these ads unless somebody calls you. That's why you can have them all over your service area for visibility, and they will produce. And as you get more reviews, as you get more stars next to your name, the calls will also continue to increase. So that's awesome. So all of these things kind of work together, and if you take advantage of them, you will outrank your competition. You will. It's just, it's great. You'll see it works. It works. It works. There you go, Jamie.
Not a giant billboard on the side of the freeway with your picture on it.
Sorry.
It's always confusing because I'm not buying you, I'm buying a house. I don't understand. Okay, are we?
That's all I got.
Okay, Adam, thank you very much. That was all very helpful. Hopefully, if you found this useful, chances are you do know a real estate person, and whether they agent, broker, mortgage, all of the whole industry could use this podcast for sure. So just send it over. You might have to be technical support because so I'm how to listen to a podcast, but this information is critical. And especially if someone who's really struggling with their business, and it's all out there. And even if, your aunt is a real estate person and she's never advertised because she has such a great following, it's really good to at least have that information there. So when her potential clients are checking her out, they actually see something on the internet. So with that, if you have a question about this podcast or any other podcast, go to our website, magnifiedmedia.net. Click on the podcast button and put in that search term that you're looking for. Chances are Adam's done 2 or 3 podcasts. And then definitely give us 5 stars wherever you're listening to us. Looks like Google Podcasts is going to be going out at the end of March. And so Spotify, iTunes, those are all really good ones. So hopefully this was great. And thank you, Adam, for sharing that information, and it seems like a no-brainer for everybody. So we will talk to you next week. Thanks, everyone.
That's all for now. Thanks for listening to this episode of Local SEO in 10 with Google local marketing expert Adam Duran. Join us each week for answers to your questions on how to best harness the power of the internet to grow your business. Speaking of questions, got some? Message us through our Facebook page, Local SEO in 10, and we'll be sure to give you your answer on an upcoming episode. This episode of Local SEO in 10 is brought to you by Magnified Media, the leading online marketing agency in Northern California, who invite you to grow your business by magnifying your online visibility and credibility. Visit them on the web at www.magnifiedmedia.com. Magnify your business, magnify your profits.